Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we got some more details on the summer 2021 update, the Car Culture DLC, and how that's actually going to work, a big feature that's going to be coming. So let's get ourselves caught up. Rockstar announced the other week that during the summer, Los Santos and Car Culture is back on the streets in a big way, with new opportunities for fans of performance and customization upgrades to get together with like-minded gearheads to test and show off their rides, free from interference from authorities and other troublemakers. The renewed interest is bringing a new underground car meet into the area, along with new additions to the local racing scene, and demand for stolen vehicles has never been higher. Expect high stakes and high action as crews hit the streets to get hold of the latest vehicles on the hot list, challenge each other in new race types, or take part in a series of multi-part robbery missions where a precisely modified getaway vehicle will be your best weapon, all later this summer. So that's what Rockstar ended up announcing, and with it they included one screenshot which we've dove into in the past, and we know that this is a Karen sports car. We talked about some of its customization, its price, where this little screenshot takes place in an underground garage or car meetup area, what the real-life equivalent is. Well, we actually got some more details on a big part of how this update is going to work. And it all comes thanks to one user on Twitter and as a part of the Rockstar Games in GTA community, WildBrick142. So the other day, WildBrick142 put this out on Twitter. The new races list two new raceable classes from the next DLC, Go-Karts and Club Cars. Finally, getting the long-awaited kart races. Car Club probably has something to do with the challenge each other in new race types bit in the announcement. Hashtag GTA Online. And then attaching the line of code that he discovered. I know this is a little bit hard to read, but you guys can see all the vehicle classes there from compact to SUV, muscle to sports, off-road to utility. And then at the very bottom, under open wheel, it says Go-Kart and Car Club. So that right there is pretty cool. So before we dive into that, let's talk about why we know this. As you guys know, the other day, Rockstar introduced 8 new stunt races in Grand Theft Auto Online. And those stunt races can actually be viewed on like the Rockstar Games Social Club. And a lot of people were wondering like why they were created a month and 2 months ago. Well, according to Rockstar Games Insider Tez Funds 2, those are the creation dates for what you're seeing. He said what you saw are the creation dates for these races. They have been made over the last 2 months. So that's how long it looks like Rockstar have actually been working on this sort of thing. And that's where the line of code actually comes from. And it looks like there's going to be 2 new types of races. The first one is going to be for the go-karts that were introduced in the Cayo Perico heist. So as you guys know, Rockstar introduced 2 types of go-karts. The first was the Dinka Veto Modern, which has a price tag of $995,000. And they also released the Dinka Veto Classic, which has a price tag of $895,000. But when those vehicles were introduced, Rockstar did not allow them to be raced in the update. And my thinking was because there was only 2 of them available. And they also didn't have tracks that were probably specifically designed for go-karts, which would obviously have to be much different than normal street vehicles, considering they can only reach a certain speed and they're much lower to the ground, meaning they're susceptible to get stuck on things. So I think this means 2 things. Number 1, we're obviously getting go-kart races in the next DLC, and I also think this means we're getting another type of go-kart. It's kind of similar to what Rockstar did with the Formula 1 open wheel races. After Rockstar established that these were going to be a part of the game and that updates were going to be created, they ended up introducing new vehicles that we saw also added in the Cayo Perico heist. So that is going to be super fun as far as the go-kart races go. They're just going to be a fun, different twist on the races we already have in the game. And then jumping over to car clubs, this is going to be a fun part of the update. I think that they're not only going to be car club races, but also car clubs in free roam. So I think you're literally going to be able to join like your own gang or your own little group all around the types of vehicles that you have. And again, I do believe it is all around that part, challenge each other in new types of races, meaning you would have to be a part of the same car club in order to join the races. Now, I don't know why Rockstar is deciding to do this. Maybe it's just an update to the current crew system that they have right now. Maybe it's a way they're preventing griefing in races. I mean, I guess you could do invite-only races, but if you set it to club only, you'd have to be a part of that club in order to join. Or maybe there's just a certain thing that goes on with the club races. We don't have a lot of details yet other than just the name of what it's ultimately going to be called. But car clubs, that sounds really cool. I'm excited to see what new features and ability comes along with that in free roam, as well as how the new races are as well. And the only other thing I guess we can discuss in this video today is when we expect the update to arrive. And according to Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2, he was saying this on the GTA forum site the other day. He said, I guess we can clear out the third poll and have one about the possible release date of the update. Since the podium list ends on June 15th, I'm expecting one more single addition to the list, or the last one would remain active for 2 weeks. As such, the possible release dates would be July 20th, July 27th, or August 3rd. And if we just take a look at those dates right now, you've got July 20th, which is a Tuesday. You've got the 27th, which is also a Tuesday, or the 3rd, which is the first Tuesday in August. And I'm also not ruling out the possibility of Thursdays as well. Seems like Rockstar either love Tuesday and Thursday for their updates, so it might be July 22nd, which is a Thursday, July 29th, which is a Thursday, or August 5th, which is a Thursday, as our possible release dates. Again, that's all according to the podium list and how many vehicles we ultimately have left. But that is going to be a really cool part of the next update, go-kart races and car clubs. I'm really excited to see what Rockstar has up their sleeve here. Remember, we have to get through basically a month more of just the normal things that they can add with the tunables and the background scripts. We still have the deadline stuff that is left, and we also have the survival modes that are going to be added that I would imagine take us through the entire month of June. So it's going to be a little bit before the new stuff arrives, but we still have some exciting things to look forward to get us through that over the next couple of weeks. But I would love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What do you think about car clubs and go-kart races coming to Grand Theft Auto Online with the next update? I think those are going to be really cool features, but let me know what you guys think about it in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.